Welcome to Group CRC Excel.
Hi, today I'm glad to present the module Basic Operations. This module is organized in the following manner. The first tab is the title with the product code and the description. The second tab is the manual, how to use this module. The third tab is composed of exercises and solutions, and finally you have the fourth tab, which is the about, if you need to ask some questions or make some comments. We're going to start with the second tab, which is the manual, and what is important here is to specify the color code that we use. We use cells with blue text and light yellow background and border normally for data input. It means that these are the cells you will use to insert data or insert formulas or to do the exercises. Black text with no background means that in there are formulas or calculations and you shouldn't change these formulas. And green with no background, there are links to other tabs. In the first tab you have the manual. In this module we will see sum, subtraction, multiplication, division and average, and rows and columns, which are the basic operations in a spreadsheet. So we have here, as you can see, with print screens, adding, subtraction, multiplication, division, operation in cells, average, rows and columns. And now let's go to the exercises. The tab exercises and solutions give some examples of how to use the basic operations in a spreadsheet. So for example, the first example, we need to add 2 plus 5. You cannot just put 2 plus 5 because it doesn't work. As you can see, there is no answer there, no real calculation, it's a text. Therefore, to start a formula or a calculation in a cell in Excel, you always have to put a plus or equal before the content. For example, we start with a plus, 2 plus 5, then we get the result. In this example, we can start with equal, which will be basically the same. 7 plus 5 times is important, that times is the star. 3 plus 6 times 5 minus 6 plus 3 times 4. Enter, and we got the result. In this case, we have brackets, which means that first we need to add 5, subtract 7, and then the result be multiplied by 4. For that type of operations you have to use brackets. So in this case we start always with plus, we open brackets, 5 minus 7, we close brackets, times 4 plus 5 plus 6 minus 7 plus 9 times, to multiply to a negative number, it's important to use brackets. Even though you can use in this form, we recommend always to use brackets so there's no mistake in the calculation. So we press enter and we got the result. Now let's go to the next exercise. We have a table and we have some exercises here. So now what we have to do is apply sum. There's many ways to apply the sum here. One is, for example, we do plus and we put sum and we select the cells that we need to sum. We close the bracket and we press enter. Another way to do that is basically do this cell plus this plus this, enter. And even another way is to sum plus comma, we select the other cell, comma, or we select the other cell, comma. And there's even another way to do this in Excel. What's going on here? Yeah, the result is correct. And there's even another way. You can mix the groups. For example, you can say, let's say, sum these two, comma, and then sum this. You close the brackets and you get the result. So now you can just copy and paste. And you can do also the same thing, but in a vertical way. So for example, here we use sum. We can select all the cells, we close, and then we can either Control C, Control V, or you can just take from the corner here and expand. As you can see, we have the results and they are correct, as you can see here in the answers. Now we're gonna calculate the average. Okay, so there's many ways to do the average. For example, how many values are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one way is to do plus sum of all these values, and we divide by 8, and we will get the correct answer. But Excel has a function which is already the average, and basically it's, you have to type plus average. Remember that you always have to start with a plus or equal, and you can see here we have the formulas. You can double click, the bracket is already open, and then you select the numbers you want to average. For example, this comma, this comma, this comma, this, and so on and so forth. Then you close the close brackets, and you have the result. But there's even an easier way. You do average, and then you select all, you close the brackets, and done. Now we're gonna get to the next exercise, which is a combination. You have in the table a table of a bunch of numbers here with different colors, and we're gonna do the exercise. For example, the first is add light green to red. Okay, so we do plus always, light green plus red. Now it says subtract to the above numbers the yellow cell. Okay, so we take the last result and we subtract the yellow cell. We can see that we are getting the right answers. Now multiply the above cell by orange. So we take the above cell times orange. Add black to the above cell. So this plus black, this. Now divide the above cell by gray. So we take the above cell and we divide by gray, which is here. And finally add pink. This plus pink. We compare the results and we got the right answers. So this model is finished for today, and I will wish you good luck. And if you want to buy this file, you can go to our website www.group-crc.com. If you have any comments, questions, we will be glad to answer you. Send us an email to service@groupcrc.com.
Thank you for watching.